हेलो। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू? कैसे हो आप लोग? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? आज क्लास किस पर है? साउंड पर है। बहुत बढ़िया। तो हमारी आज की क्लास है साउंड्स पर। किस पर है बच्चा लोग? साउंड पर। हाँ भाई, दिख रहा है? हाँ, ये पेजेस हैं। देख क्लियर रहे होंगे यार, ये बात तो माननी पड़ेगी। क्लैरिटी में कोई दिक्कत नहीं आ रही होगी, ये मैं श्योर हूँ। आप लोग एक बारी फिर भी चेक कर लीजिएगा। मेरे को बता दो अगर क्लैरिटी में दिक्कत है तो कहीं। हाँ भाई, अगर आप में से किसी को भी लगता है कि सर क्लैरिटी में थोड़ा इश्यू है, दिख नहीं रहा है, ठीक है, तो आप चेक कर सकते हो बच्चा। ठीक है, तो आप चेक कर सकते हो। फटाफट से स्टार्ट कर देते हैं। सबसे पहले हम पढ़ना, आपको दिख रहा है कि सामने मैंने चैप्टर बहुत धांसू खोल रखा है, जिसका नाम क्या है? हाँ भाई, क्या नाम है इसका? इसका नाम है सर जी साउंड। क्या नाम है इसका? साउंड। और तुम्हें पता है साउंड का चैप्टर बहुत ही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। मेरी आवाज भी आ रही होगी, मैं चेक कर लेता हूँ एक बारी, है ना? लेट मी चेक। मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना? हाँ ठीक है, मेरी आवाज आ रही है क्लियर, तो बेस्ट है। लेट अस स्टार्ट द क्लास। आपको सामने दिख रहा है कि साउंड चैप्टर पढ़ने के लिए पहले आपको अच्छे से कौन सा चैप्टर आना चाहिए? वेव्स। बच्चे क्या करते हैं, बिना वेव्स एंड ऑसिलेशंस पढ़े, ऑसिलेशन में नहीं, जस्ट वेव्स। जो वेव्स वाला टॉपिक है, that is the most important thing for the chapter sound. As you can see, the PDF which I have uploaded for you all, it consists of the content that are related to wave motion. As we all know that sound wave, ठीक है ना? आप लोग सारे यहाँ पर चेकआउट करते रहिएगा, वैसे तो मैं बता ड्रॉ कर देता हूँ, ठीक है ना? आज थोड़ा अपन का नेचर वही है। साउंड वेव जो है लॉन्गिट्यूडनल वेव होती है, यानी कि साउंड ट्रेवल्स इन अ वेव। सिंपल सी बात है, sound is a wave motion, as you can see here. That is the most important thing that we need to write down or know. So we got to know sound is a wave motion. So for that we also need to know some basic concept about the wave motion. Yes sir, sure, why not? If we don't know the, if we don't know about the wave, then how can we examine the motion of sound, or questions related to sound, numericals related to sound, concept related to sound? No sir, we won't be able to get them. So for that you need to have some sort of knowledge of wave motion. So in the main screen you can see that there is a proper note about what is a wave, you know, what is wave motion, what are its classification, and how can we examine that wave is a transverse or longitudinal. Okay, guys. So, as you can see, mechanical or elastic wave. Sound is a wave motion produced by vibrating source. If a source is vibrating, then it will produce sound. We all got to know if a source is vibrating, then only we will get sound. ठीक है ना? Yes or no? And a medium is necessary for the propagation of sound waves. As we all know, light doesn't require any medium to travel, whereas sound requires a medium to travel. Yes, sir. Got it. Very good, sir. Sound requires a medium to travel. Okay. Sound requires a medium to travel. Basically, sound cannot travel without medium. And a sound is medium dependent. Sound is medium dependent. It always requires a medium to travel, to propagate from its transmitting side to the receiving side. And here in this page, we are also getting to know one more basic point about the sound. ठीक है ना? That mechanical waves are classified on the basis of vibration of particle of medium. है ना? They are classified into two categories. The one is transverse waves, another one is longitudinal waves. First of all, let us discuss about transverse waves. In transverse waves, the particle of the medium vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation of waves. Means, in the given graph, as you can see, let us take the sound wave is traveling along the positive x-axis and going to the right direction. Then we also got to know that in transverse waves, the particle of the medium, they vibrate in the perpendicular direction, as you can see in the form of crust and trough. I hope you are able to see the page. In the form of crust and trough, the particles of the medium are vibrating in the perpendicular direction, in the propagation of waves. Okay, sir, very good. We all got to know these things. These are the basic. These are the basics. Okay? These are the basics that you should know. Okay. Let us move on to next topic. है ना? Uh, in longitudinal waves, we have studied the transverse waves. Now we are going to study about longitudinal waves. Basically, longitudinal waves. The one more important difference between longitudinal and transverse is that, okay, now, transverse waves can propagate through solids, surface of liquids, but not through gases. But not through gases. Whereas, whereas, yeah. So I was talking about the longitudinal waves. Whereas longitudinal waves can longitudinal waves can travel through solid, liquid as well as gases. So there is no as such restrictions in the case of longitudinal, but in the case of transverse waves, they are restricted to propagation through solids only and somewhere on the surface of liquids. That's it. Got it? Yes, sir. Everything is fine. You know, we are listening to all your important points, and after that I will come on the next point, so don't take tension about that. Yeah, so please, so don't take tension. Yeah, so let us see the graphical representation. Yeah, so as you can see on the next page, the terms that are related to wave motion, this is the most important page of the whole chapter. Waves, this is the most important part of the chapter, waves. Try to do this, tension not. I will try to explain each and every point. Just try to read out once. Uh, Wavelength, amplitude, time period, frequency. So what is wavelength? Everybody, can anybody explain me what is wavelength? Wavelength is basically the minimum distance in which the wave repeat itself. अच्छा सर, यानी कि जितनी दूरी पर वेव अपने आप को रिपीट करती है, दैट मिनिमम डिस्टेंस इज कॉल्ड एज wavelength. ऐसी बात है, इट विल बी ऑफ अ वेव ना, नॉट ऑफ, ठीक है. बाकी लाइट, we need to calculate its wavelength, और light also have a dual nature na, it can travel in particle as well as in wave form. So that is the most important thing that we need to know. But in case of sound, it only travels in the wave form and it requires a medium to propagate. Okay, sir. So this is the most important thing that we need to know. So don't take tension about that. Yeah. So let us have some internal discussion, and hope try to meet on the next class, which will be on, I guess, Monday. So bye everybody. Take care.